What's up, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Aura back with another video. Today we are going to be talking about my new 6-7 playmaking, 3 hunting, kind of min-max guard. I as someone who's played the game for a little bit, you start to realize the attributes that don't matter as much. So with this build, I just try to make something that I can have fun with, my main thing, I just wanted to dribble a lot with it, but the other priorities I set with it is I wanted to min-max out the attributes. So that's what we're focused on with this build. So if y'all like, real specialty builds, this is a cap breaker build as well. But you could probably make a build very similar without cap breakers, but I do not want to hold y'all here too long, man. Y'all know how my build videos go. I'm going to show you how I made it. I'm going to show you how I use my cap breakers. I'll also show you how my build's looking now. And honestly, I think I'll show you a way to make it better, but I honestly don't think there's much you could do to make it better, because like this build was kind of like a niche build, if that makes sense. But it'll make a little bit more sense when we start looking at the build. So make sure if y'all like videos like this, y'all drop a like, subscribe below. Or let's get right into the video. Alright, so start off, let me go make a new build. As you can see, I got that 6-1 just be taking up space, y'all, my bad. And then this does not matter. Preferred jersey number does not matter. I think I went 77 because I originally started thinking about a Luka build when I was first working with the build. So I went 6-7. I went 190. I'll be real with you guys. There's no real reason I went 190. I just went 190. Oh, I know why. Because that was the maximum weight you could go without your agility dropping below 90. Yeah. So 190 was max. I wanted 90 agility. You don't really get anything for 91 agility. So I decided I'll be fine with 90. And yeah. So that's why I went 6-7 with the 6'8 wingspan. Like I said, y'all, this was not a sweat build. This was not supposed to be the best build in the game. But I will say that my theory that I was thinking with this build did seem pretty accurate, okay? So as y'all know, the main part of this build is a lot of the 90 stats and the things that I think matter the most, right? So what matters the most to play this game, you need a 90 speed, especially in the rec, right? And you need a 90 agility. Why I need 90 agility even if you don't have the badges that go with it? Because it helps you play much better defense, right? So with me especially having this build as a 6'7", this is the tallest build that can have like a 90 speed, 90 agility. And I know it doesn't feel like a big difference compared to a 6'8", or you might not think it does, but bro, I'm telling you, every time I have a 6'8 on me, I'm just like, I can cut on it, I can do anything, you know what I mean? Like the 6'8 does struggle to just guard me straight up, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like the idea I was thinking with that, but I also wanted it to help me with the defense, okay? So we also went with a 77 vertical, right? So with 77 vertical, that is pogo stick on gold, right? One cap breaker will get you to an 80, and we'll get into most of the cap breakers later on. I just had to say it offhand, but that's why I went with the 77 instead of a 76 or a 78, because like I said, it's a min-max build, and one of the things we're min-maxing will be the dunk, okay? So I'm gonna go a 55 dunk, okay? 55 dunk. I'm gonna start skipping all the way around. I'm not trying to be confusing, so let me just 45 dunk or 45 standing dunk, right? And then everything else we're gonna leave for now, okay? So like I said, I just did both of those because I was already over there. So we got the 90 speed, 90 agility, 77 vert, okay? Another thing, I really wanted to work with this build. I really wanted to use it on the twos as well as in the rec, so I did put the 70 O board, okay? 70 O board gives you box out B silver, which I can max +1 to gold or Hall of Fame if I need to, and I got the rebound chaser on bronze, which I think is very fine for me, especially as a 6'7". I get rebounds a lot, especially when I get two-way. But if you really want to put it on silver, you can. Like say you're the only real rebounder and you don't got that many rebounders, then go ahead. But I have been doing great with just O board on 70 with the 55 D board, and I might eventually cap break the D board more and add on to it. But this is what I want to start, okay? Now for the defense, I went 90 perimeter, okay? Now, one thing I would say, if you wanted to make this build better, find a way to go 91 perimeter in the builder so you could get the 96 and get the +5 cap breakers on the perimeter, because that will give you 96, which would be Clamps Hall of Fame, all Hall of Fame defense, right? I went 90 perimeter because like I said, this is a fun build, y'all. Like I'm not the build savant anymore like I used to, man. The main thing I was focused on this build was I wanted a tall build with steel. My 6'8 originally didn't have steel, and that really frustrated me because I feel like it limited myself on defense a lot. So these are the defensive stats I went on for my 6'7". Let me start going fast. I feel like I'm talking too much. I don't know why I keep rambling. But these are the defensive stats on my 6'7". 74 block gives you the bronze defensive badges, 85 steal for the gold interceptor that you can max +1, and then you got the 90 perimeter, which you can put +5 to get to 95 for the Hall of Fame challenger, right? Now the playmaking, right? So this was the main thing I wanted to focus on with this build. I did want a tall build with pass actors. I feel like the big difference with the tall builds compared to like the small guards, or the tall guards compared to small guards, is you kind of need the pass. You need the pass act, because when there's an opportunity or an advantage you want to take advantage of, you want to make the pass and it gets it right away, right? The tall builds that have the low pass act, I feel like they struggle because when they get boxed and they want to make the pass, now they can't make the pass right away. Versus the small builds, they can still dribble, like they can get boxed, and after getting boxed, still get up a good shot. Okay, so I went to 88 ball handler in the builder, which gives you the Kobe Bryant escape. But I also, as you saw, I had a plus. Oh no, you didn't see it. But I +2 to get to 90, which will give me the gold handles for days. And I also did playmaking specialization. Okay, why did I choose playmaking specialization? Because I'm a playmaker, and I'm already grinding it, so I'm not about to start a new one. But playmaking specialization, you could, if you have it already done, you could just put your +2 right here. I don't have it already done, so I think I did like one of them from here and then one regular cap breaker. But this is what I did for my playmaking. I also went 75 speed with ball just to get the Zach LaVine dribble style, because that's all you really need. And I could go higher speed with ball. Another like, say you're trying to make a full offense build, you probably want to go higher speed with ball, right? But this was just supposed to be a build that I can dribble a lot on and, you know, score. And I'm able to do that pretty well, okay? Now, 3-pointer, we went 88 in the builder, okay? So by going 88 in the builder, you save a lot of your attributes, because you only really need a 93 ball if you want the deep bomber. You will be able to shoot. I do have to be a lot more careful with my 3-point shots compared, like, I'm not like a play shot, right? I'm not like somebody who can just hunt threes, but I honestly can't. Like, it's very versatile where if I need to, I can hunt threes, but if I don't want to, I can rim run consistently, right? So I went 88 3 ball. Eventually you'll put a +2 on there as well to give you a 90, which will give you the deep bomber if you want to use it. But like I said, this is a build I wanted to dribble on, so I don't have deep bomber. I usually run the regular sharp take. But that will be the 6'7", right? As you see, I got the Christmas the black Christmas Santa beard on right now, but this will be the 6'7", two-way 3-point shot hunter, okay? So now we're gonna look at my version of the build, so we can get a look at the cap breakers. I'll show you my badges, show you my animations. We're gonna get into all of that, okay? But this is how we make the build, man. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Let's go look at the build. All right, now I'm loaded up on my 6'7", two-way 3-point shot hunter. Let me give y'all a look at my cap breakers right now so you can see what I did. So as you can see, with the 55, you're able to get straight to an 87 dunk with 5 cap breakers. And honestly, I feel like my meter is just as big as it would be if I had a 93, if I had a 99. As we know, if you've been playing this game, the dunk meter has really just not been consistent all year. So I feel like the 87 is good enough where I feel like I'm just not wasting attributes going with the higher dunk. But if I want to, maybe I'll make a build with the higher dunk, you know? But I do feel like I do fine with this. 45 standing is all I need. I think if I do like 1 or 2 gives me like 65, right? And then 1 more will give me rise up. So maybe for vet 3, I might do 3 here, you know, just to be weird and get standing dunk 2. But so far, I definitely like how I finished at the basket with this build, okay? Like I said, the +2 to get the 93 ball, and a +2 here to get the 90 ball handle. If you want the LaMelo crossover, which people were saying doesn't get bumped, I haven't really seen no one using it, so I just don't believe it's that good personally. So I don't know if I'm ever going to put the +1 on here, but I only want 84 just to get the versatile visionary on gold, because I wanted my passes to always be fast. I didn't really care. You get dimer at 82 and 85 is bailout, but if you guys have been playing this game, you see people are doing bailouts even without being 82, or not even without 85. Like, I was doing bailouts with my 71 pass tag and my 77, so it's very obvious bailout is not a badge you need this year. That's why I was fine with going 84, even though bailout is right, like, it's right there, and I will never have bailout. I don't think I will, unless I just have extra cap breakers and I feel like I put them everywhere I want to, you know? 90 speed and the 91 agility, or 90 speed and 90 agility. I think I'm eventually going to put the +1 on the speed too, just to be as fast as I can. especially in like the rec when I'm running fast breaks. And then like I was also saying, +3 right here will give you a 80 vertical, which is probably going to be my next cap breaker. I'll probably put it here to get the 80 vertical, even though I don't have a dunk. I just want the 80 vertical because I feel like I'll jump more, help me on defense, help me with my blocks. This is supposed to be like an athletic guard, but I'm also skilled, right? An athletic guard, like, all right, put it in real life terms, I'm an athletic guard, but I'm also skilled where I can get a shot, right? I'm not just like an athletic dunker that can't shoot. I'm an athletic dunker, but I'm actually a better shooter than I am a dunker, right? So definitely a build I like a lot. I will say my biggest gripe with this build, I feel like I didn't probably think about like the future, or like the like if I wanted to keep using this build or where else I keep adding cap breakers, but you know, that's whatever. But yeah, that will be it for this build. Let me just give y'all a quick look at my badges and how I do my badges. So I have my defense. I have two of my defense badges: high flying denier and paint patroller. My max 1 and max 2, and then I got shifty with deadeye and set shot. Hall of Fame shifty and deadeye with or shifty and set shot, and then deadeye is on gold. I run lightly notch on gold, and then eventually I will have my handles for days here as well, which will be on legend. Pogo stick eventually, because I do want to keep putting up my vertical, so I eventually will have my pogo stick on legend as well. What else? But I do like this badge setup, right? I got the posterizer gold, so I can rim run even more, just so I feel even safer in the beginning of the game, especially on the 2s, and then as the game ends or I get my takeover, I can just shoot. So I think this is a very good setup. I'm gonna just show y'all my animations real quick so y'all can get a look. These are my animations I'm running right now on my 6-7. I got Cade Pastel, Zach Levine, Tracy. Y'all can just look. I'm not about to say them all. Y'all can see what I'm saying, working with. I'm also rocking Jalen Suggs motion style dunk. I'm not showing y'all my dunks, bro. Y'all should be able to dunk on this game. That's what we did for me, y'all. I think that's everything y'all need. Y'all should be hooping if y'all put this build on. I ain't gonna lie, the place I'm surprised this build hoops the most, and the place I like this build the most is definitely the rec. That's why you see the 90 speed, because the 90 speed with me being 6'7", I'm really dipping on people. I'm really dipping. All right, anyways, y'all, it's your boy. I'll see you later. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a Merry Christmas as well. It's your boy Aura. I'll see you later.